go in here. See? Don't even notice it. But I also am going to take that little liner brush again. I have a little bit of white left on my plate. I'm going to get my brush nice and wet. And I'm not even going to use this much paint. Hardly at all. Hardly at all. But I'm just going to take it and give it a little accent. See? A little highlight on his nose. On his little nose. Okay, so most of this is dry, so I can sneak back in here and paint between these eggs. If I'm using the black, that'll also give some depth of field for these eggs. I'm going to go back grab a little bit more of that blue. Just come along the edges there. I think we need just a little touch of white on top of those that blended in. I'm going to add a little bit of water to make that free moving. Just a little bit of white. Just a little bit of white. Just a little bit of white. There we go. Speaking of white, we're going to work on his beard next. Next up is his beard. And we're going to move that plate across. We're going to put a nice portion of white on our plate. About a nickel size, or even a dime, really. It still does not take a whole lot of paint. I'm also going to have a drop or two of the black to finish that beard off, just for a little bit of highlight, you know, a little bit of highlights. I am going to use a flat on this. Okay, I'm going in dry with my dry brush, and I'm just going to get that brush as loaded as I can. I'm going to start at the bottom and I'm going to flick. One stroke at a time. You will get the hang of it by the time you're done with this beard, or hopefully before that, and you'll get a nice flow. But do you see why we painted the gray first? See what I just did there? I flipped my brush over because there's more paint over on that other side. And I'm just going to follow that up. Natural flow of paint. Natural flow of hair on his beard. Work it up into the darkness. Come back in. Get some more paint on your brush. Tap it off. Come back in. We're just gonna little strokey strokes. More paint, go in and grab it as you need it. Well, you like it so far? I love it so far. All right, I'm going to keep going and fill this in. That's the start at the bottom because I'm having to hold it. Because it's hard to manipulate on the bottom when you're on a when you're on an easel. You can flick up or you can flick down. Do not go side to side. You can go up or you can go down. And get that wispy effect. You don't need a lot of paint on your brush. See how white this one is? We've only just started, folks. Never judge your painting until you're nearly finished, because it could be that last stroke that we add that really makes the difference. And you know what? That is so true. For me, this process is healing. I know, I hope that you can find that you enjoy this as much as I do. We're going to be careful because we created the shadow here, right? So we're just going to follow it down here and bring it out there. And then we're going to, there. Now we can take this black then, just tip the brush, tip the brush, tip the brush, just tip the brush, splay it out. See how I'm getting all those shades? We're going to come back up here and add some more here. That did not give me as dark as I thought it was going to. I'm going back up for some more black. See, just little strokes. I want you to get it really in there and see. See, I have the tip of the black, right?
A message has been received.
Just have to keep going in and grabbing just a, Jesus, just a touch of black, you know? Come back along side. fill that in, okay? He has like a distinctive mark here, and we can add some of that. Pretty cool, huh?